millions of Americans, this vote brings hope for some relief during the pandemic. This afternoon, after a long night, more than 25 hours, the Senate passed the $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. The bill passed strictly along party lines. Democratic lawmakers cheering when it passed 50 to 49. It means stimulus checks and unemployment benefits are likely on the way. And these food lines at the Brissetti houses in Lower Manhattan give us a glimpse of the need in our communities right now. Yesterday, a similar picture over at the Slater Center in White Plains. Families struggling to make ends meet in a crisis that rivals the Great Depression. But there are still hurdles before you see any of the aid from the stimulus package. News 4's Adam Harding is live at the Javits Center vaccination site to break down the details of the bill. Adam?
And Gilma, that Senate coming to pass the bill came after a long overnight of contentious back and forth. And again, as you mentioned, it was along party lines. What we're finding today in New York City is very interesting. We're here live outside of the Javits Center, where for the first time in a long time that I can at least remember, the line stretched as far as you could see. In fact, the road right where we are right now was packed with cars. People are still in line trying to get vaccinated now as lawmakers in Washington move one step closer toward passing that relief bill.
Tonight, the long lines outside the Javits Center snaking its way around the corner.
I thought it was going to be a problem, but it moved really quick, and so far so good.
Among those standing outside, Louis Reisman celebrating his 66th birthday with his wife right beside him.
New York stepped up.
Well, this is important. It's when I said I got my birthday, I said no better birthday present from all the ties I got from my kids when I was small. I said this is it.
The bill as amended is passed.
It comes as the Senate today in Washington passed a $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill. The votes along party lines.
We made a promise to the American people that we were going to deliver the real relief they needed, and now we have fulfilled that promise.
The Senate has never spent $2 trillion in a more haphazard way or through a less rigorous process.
The bill includes $1,400 direct payments, funding for vaccines and schools, and $300 per week in jobless benefits.
As of last night, 519,064 lives lost to the virus. The resources of this plan will be used to expand and speed up manufacturing and distribution of vaccines so we can get every single American vaccinated sooner than later.
The president tonight weighing in.
When we took office 45 days ago, I promised the American people that help was on the way.
And tonight, Gilma, it is still not fully passed. It's not yet gone to the president. That's because the House will have to take up a vote. They're expected to do that on Tuesday. And if it were to pass because of all the amendments and changes that the Senate side did, if it were to pass on Tuesday, it would then go to the president. Here, live at the Javits Center, you can see behind me the lines are much, much shorter. Just in the last few hours, they have really made their way through a lot of people trying to get that vaccine. And remember, this week, the Javits Center opening up even overnight hours as more supplies make their way to the city. We're live tonight outside of the Javits Center. I'm Adam Harding, News 4, New York.
Offering many more opportunities for people to get their vaccine. Adam, thank you. Mayor Bill de Blasio was in the Bronx today touring one of the city's newest vaccine sites. Co-op City opened its own vaccine clinic this week, and they're administering Johnson & Johnson vaccines there, which only require a single dose. Eventually, they hope to vaccinate up to 1,000 New Yorkers every day.
The best way to vaccinate people is right in their own neighborhood. There is a place for the big sites, of course, but what I like are the sites right here where people live. And right here in Co-op City is a great example.
And in addition to the site, the mayor says Co-op City will be the first community to receive door-to-door vaccine deliveries. After that, the FDNY will send medical teams over to Brighton Beach. In New Jersey, teachers can start getting their shots, and Governor Phil Murphy marked the moment by visiting a vaccine megasite in Deptford Township. The governor toured the megasite at Rowan College of South Jersey, where hundreds of educators and child care workers already got their shots.
We know many of our educators and others who were eligible already for one reason or another, a chronic condition, for instance, and who have already been vaccinated. But we also know that there are many thousands who are newly eligible.
Now the governor says teachers will be able to get their shots at mega sites like this one without interrupting the school day. Meanwhile, CVS pharmacy locations across New Jersey today started offering the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Appointments opened up yesterday at 100 new locations. You're going to have to sign up for an appointment ahead of time on the CVS website. Walk-ins are not allowed there. And here's the number of people in our area who have been fully vaccinated. In New Jersey, it's more than 815,000 people. In New York, 1.8 million people. And over in Connecticut, more than 344,000 people have been vaccinated. And that's nearly 12% of its population.